the 20th century. The 20th century mindset, different from the 19th. The 20th was a very mechanistic Newtonian paradigm. The world is a big machine, and we're just going to change the world by tweaking the pieces of the machine. The 21st century, and you see this in Gen Z, because they're not 20th century people, far more holistic, far more integrative. I'll have kids in college, they ask a question about antidepressants, and the next question is about drone warfare and what's happening in Syria. And they don't see anything odd about that. They know you can't stay in these lanes. Life is about an integrative approach. It's about what's happening on the inside as well as the outside. It's about preventative measures as well as treating symptoms. So our political system, in addition to being so profoundly corrupt, is the whole paradigm of it is based in what you and I would think of as old think. It's not an adequate modality of thought to take us forward into a sustainable future. And I thought that I could add that, and I felt that people listening were ready for that. That was not where the problem was.
You guys know we are always on the lookout for ways to strengthen our immune system, especially with small kids. Parents out there can relate. Our gut health, improve our fitness, our metabolism, enhance our skin, nails, hair, all of it. Well, this is why we love talking about Armor Colostrum. We love Armor Colostrum so much that we've had the founder on this show to talk about all of the amazing benefits that Armor Colostrum provides. For those of you that are unfamiliar, Armor Colostrum is a patent-pending premium bovine colostrum concentrate that leverages proprietary cold chain biopotent pasteurization technology to preserve colostrum's 400 plus bioactive nutrients in their purest, most bioavailable form, and ensures composition that is uniquely optimized for human health. Lauren and I have been taking Armor Colostrum ever since we had the founder on this show. The way we take it is we put a scoop in water every single morning when we wake up. Sometimes we like to put it under the tongue and make sure we get a ton of absorption. With 400 plus functional nutrients, Armor harnesses the power of humans' original bioactive food, its hosts of protective antibodies, whole food prebiotics, strengthening peptides, free amino acids, trace minerals, tissue growth factors, antioxidants, and adaptogens, and other supportive compounds act as the body's source code, architecting its cellular regeneration and repair and ensuring youthful, optimal functioning throughout the lifespan. So check it out. We've worked out a brand new special offer for our audience. Receive 30% off your first subscription order. Go to tryarmra.com/skinny or enter skinny to get 30% off your first subscription order. That's tryarmra.com/skinny. Quick break to talk about Hiya. Typical children's vitamins are basically candy in disguise, filled with 2 teaspoons of sugar, unhealthy chemicals, and other gummy junk growing kids should never eat. That's why Hiya was created, the pediatrician-approved superpowered chewable vitamin. While most children's vitamins are filled with 5 grams of sugar and can contribute to a variety of health issues, Hiya is made with 0 sugar and 0 gummy junk, yet it tastes great and is perfect for picky eaters. Both of our children, every morning they come and they say pink, green, or yellow. This is the color of the Hiya vitamins. It's become a whole routine. What I love about this is we've made taking supplements and vitamins in our house inclusive with the children. They feel like when we take ours, they take theirs. And I just love the fact that they're taking an interest in health and wellness this early. And we talk about how they're getting essential vitamins and minerals in their bodies, including vitamin D, B12, C, zinc, folate, and many others to help support immunity, energy, brain function, mood, concentration, teeth and bone growth, and more. Everything young children need. It's non-GMO, vegan, dairy-free, allergy-free, gelatin-free, nut-free, and everything else you can imagine free. And now the same multivitamin that more than 1 million kids and parents love are now available in Barbie Pink with a limited edition Barbie unboxing experience, including Barbie bottle and Barbie stickers. Of course, we have worked out a special deal with Hiya for their best-selling children's vitamin. Receive 50% off your first order. To claim this deal, you must go to hiyahealth.com/skinny. This deal is not available on their regular website. Go to hiyahealth.com/skinny and get your kids the full body nourishment they need to grow into healthy adults.
I am someone that would not dare take my makeup off without a cleansing balm. I love to use a cleansing balm to melt off my makeup. I like something that's buttery and calming. It's tough on makeup, but it's really gentle on your skin. I just feel like a wipe pulls the face down and it's filled with chemicals. The cleansing balm that I always use is by Cora Organics. I love Miranda Kerr. She's been on the show. We have some fun things planned for you guys. And we both have a very similar ethos when it comes to skincare. She likes things that are made with real ingredients, so she was very specific about the cleansing balm that she created. It has pineapple enzymes in it and a skin-soothing microalgae, and everything is working to clarify and balance your skin. There's also jojoba oil in it, which is amazing to break down impurities and to help your makeup melt off the skin. I like to use my cleansing balm in the shower. I keep it in the shower. So when I get in, I'll do like a cold shower for 2 minutes because I like to wash my face with cold water. And then I'll just let Core Organics cleansing balm melt off my makeup. It's amazing. It's good for facial massage and facial manipulation. And it just like grips the skin in the best way without pulling on it. They also have a cult following for delivering powerful results better than non-organic skin favorites. Visit CoraOrganics.com and use code SKINNY at checkout for 20% off your first purchase. That's KoraOrganics.com. Use code SKINNY for 20% off your first order. And definitely grab the calming cleansing balm.
I think the most frustrating thing to me personally, and I'll make this, this is a selfish response. I've always been a kind of out of the box, kind of do my own thing, beat at the tune of my own drum type of person, right? I think like a lot of entrepreneurs are like that, right? At school, I was always just kind of like moseying along. And I hate the idea that there's a group of people that I have to side with and decide to think like just because they have maybe one idea I agree with and another group that has I need to be able to, in every area of my life, whether it's parenting or health or wellness or politics or finance, I need to be able to take a lot of information in and then disseminate all of that and make my own decision. And I think we're living in dangerous times where it's like, pick a side, choose. And I'm like, well, there's a lot of valid ideas from a lot of these groups, but there's a lot of ideas I think that this idea that I have to pick and choose based on one moral high ground or another is really hard for a lot of people to come to terms with, because there's a lot of things that I agree with on one side and I disagree with on another. And I think like, it's just not a realistic, if you applied that to any other parenting, for example, there's only one way to parent. You either do this way or this way. Or health. It just doesn't, that's just how life works.
Well, if we had a parliamentary system, it would be easier. There would be a plethora of views and they would all have a chance to be platformed. We have not only a two-party system, but we have something really terrible that's happened in the last few decades. If you look in our past, third-party voices were very important. Abolition emerged from the Abolitionist Party. Mm-hmm. Women's suffrage emerged from the Women's Suffrage Party. Social Security came from the Socialist Party. Civil rights came from the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. The parties didn't take up all the power and say it's only them or us, especially given the fact that what everybody's seeing now also is, actually, you're not as different as you claim to be because you're both funded by the same guys. So that's what people are realizing. This whole left versus right canard is just that. The real dichotomy in America is not between left and right. It's between the powerful and the powerless, between those who have capital and ever greater access to more capital versus those who don't. And people are seeing that on the left and the right. But on both the left and the right, that voice is having a hard time being heard because of the corporate dominance of both parties. So the conundrum, the frustration that you're articulating, who's not? No, I don't know one person who's happy about this election. I mean, I guess some people are, but there's a general sense of something's really wrong that it came to this. Something's really wrong. So it's what we do with this upset, because if we're not careful, we'll just spiral down. Nihilism, cynicism, anger. That's very dangerous. We have to take that. And I'm telling you, what you just described is the way the American mind is supposed to operate. Mm-hmm. You're very American in the way you talk. Actually, you are what the American mind is known for. It's a rugged individualism, but I want to know, it's not a rugged narcissism. It's a rugged individualism. Don't tell me how to think, and I'm going to go out and do what I want to do.
Well, it's hard. I guess like it's the
20th century. The 20th century mindset, different from the 19th. The 20th was a very mechanistic Newtonian paradigm. The world is a big machine, and we're just going to change the world by tweaking the pieces of the machine. The 21st century, and you see this in Gen Z because they're not 20th century people, far more holistic, far more integrative. I'll have kids in college, they ask a question about antidepressants, and the next question is about drone warfare and what's happening in Syria. And they don't see anything odd about that. They know you can't stay in these lanes. Life is about an integrative approach. It's about what's happening on the inside as well as the outside. It's about preventative measures as well as treating symptoms. So our political system, in addition to being so profoundly corrupt, is the whole paradigm of it is based in what you and I would think of as old think. It's not an adequate modality of thought to take